Top 3 foods to prevent leg cramps in seniors. Strengthen your legs.
They tell us leg cramps are just part of aging. That sharp, twisting pain in the middle of a night, the sudden lock in your calf that makes you sit upright in bed, it's often dismissed as dehydration, poor posture, or simply getting older. But what if it isn't? What if those painful spasms are your body's warning signal, an early symptom of deeper nutritional decay inside your muscles, your blood vessels, and your nervous system? Recent studies show that over 72% of adults past 60 experience recurring leg cramps, yet fewer than 10% ever address the real cause. Behind the discomfort lies a silent erosion of minerals, hydration balance, and cellular energy that keep your legs strong and responsive. And here's the truth most won't tell you. 3 specific foods can reverse that pattern, recharging the muscle fibers and restoring circulation that time has slowly drained away. Before we reveal them, remember to like, share, and subscribe, because this knowledge could stop your next leg cramp before it starts.
It starts quietly. A twitch at night, a sudden tightening in the calf, a flicker of pain that disappears as fast as it came. For most seniors, this is the first whisper of a problem that grows louder with age. The body loses magnesium, potassium, and hydration faster than it can replace them. Circulation slows. Muscles that once carried you through long walks and restless days begin to harden like cooling wax. Then one night, it happens. A violent cramp grips your leg, freezing it in agony. You can't move. You can't breathe. It feels like the muscle is tearing from the bone. You wait for it to stop, but it doesn't. Not right away. That's not a random spasm. It's a signal, a sign your body's mineral balance is collapsing from the inside out. Doctors often blame dehydration or inactivity. They tell you to drink water or stretch. But if water alone were the cure, the problem wouldn't return night after night. This isn't about water. It's about the nutrients that let water move where it's needed, the electrolytes that guide muscle fibers to contract and relax in harmony. Without them, the electrical current that runs your body starts to flicker. Magnesium, potassium, calcium, each acts like a switch in the system. When one fails, the light goes out.
The first food that restores that balance isn't a supplement or a sports drink. It's something older, simpler, and far more powerful. Spinach. Fresh, unprocessed spinach is one of nature's richest sources of magnesium and potassium, 2 minerals that regulate the delicate rhythm of muscle contraction. In a 2020 clinical study published in Nutrients, older adults who consumed magnesium-rich vegetables daily reported a 41% reduction in nighttime cramps after just 4 weeks. The reason lies beneath the surface. Magnesium acts as a natural muscle relaxant. It prevents excessive calcium from flooding muscle cells and locking them into contraction. Without enough magnesium, muscles can't release, and cramps strike like lightning.
One of our patients, Daniel, age 73, came in with chronic leg cramps that woke him almost every night. He'd tried everything, more water, salt tablets, stretching before bed. Nothing worked. His blood work showed low magnesium and mild dehydration. We added a cup of steamed spinach to his dinner every evening and a small handful of pumpkin seeds mid-afternoon. Within 10 days, the cramps were gone. His blood pressure stabilized and he began sleeping through the night for the first time in years.
Spinach works because it feeds your muscles the minerals they've been starved of. But here's the key. It must be eaten cooked, not raw. Cooking breaks down oxalates that block mineral absorption, letting your body draw in more magnesium and potassium from each bite. Pair it with olive oil or avocado to improve absorption even further. A simple sauté, a side dish, a blended soup, small changes that reset the body's electrical rhythm from within.
And while spinach rebuilds your mineral base, another food strengthens the circulatory network that delivers those minerals where they're needed most.
Eggs, the repair catalyst. Loaded with protein, vitamin D, and B12, it rebuilds muscle fibers, strengthens nerves, and supports calcium balance. Together, they do more than prevent cramps. They help seniors walk longer, sleep deeper, and move without fear. So next time a leg cramp threatens to steal your rest, remember, your body isn't breaking down. It's just asking for what it needs. Give it the minerals, the circulation, and the energy to recover. Start with a plate of spinach, a glass of beet juice, and an egg for breakfast. Simple.
Beets are not just a root vegetable. They are a vascular medicine. They contain nitrates that convert into nitric oxide inside the bloodstream, expanding blood vessels and increasing oxygen flow to the legs. In 2019, researchers at the University of Exeter found that adults over 65 who consumed beetroot juice daily experienced a 17% improvement in lower limb circulation and reported fewer nighttime cramps. That's because nitric oxide acts as a natural vasodilator, allowing blood to move freely through arteries that have grown stiff over time. We saw this transformation in Margaret, a 70-year-old retired nurse. She could barely walk upstairs without her calves locking up. Her doctor suggested statins were the cause.
Within a month, she reported that the heaviness in her legs had lifted. Her morning walks extended from 10 minutes to nearly 40, and the cramps that once jolted her awake simply stopped. Beetroot's power lies in its simplicity. It reawakens the vascular system, the silent network that nourishes your muscles, nerves, and skin. Combined with spinach, it forms a foundation, the minerals and the highways that carry them. Yet one final piece remains, because even with minerals restored and blood flow improved, if your cells can't generate enough energy to sustain contraction and release, cramps will still return. That third food, the one that powers the very heartbeat of your muscles, is the humble egg. For decades, eggs were misunderstood, labeled as a cholesterol risk, avoided by those who wanted to eat healthy. But modern research has rewritten that story. For seniors, eggs are not a threat, they are a restoration tool. Inside every yolk lies a precise balance of protein, vitamin D, and vitamin B12, the three elements your muscles depend on to contract, repair, and communicate with your nerves. When your muscles cramp, it's not just a lack of minerals, it's also a failure of communication. Nerve cells fire signals that tell your muscles when to tighten and when to release. But when B12 levels drop, those signals become scrambled.
One large egg provides about 0.5 micrograms of vitamin B12, along with choline, another nutrient vital for building and maintaining the myelin sheath, the insulation around your nerves. Seniors often lose this protective layer as they age, leading to misfires between nerves and muscles. By eating one egg a day, you can help restore that connection, stabilizing the nervous system, calming spasms, and preventing those nighttime jolts that tear you from sleep. And then there's the protein. Each egg carries roughly 6 grams of complete, high.
Without enough protein, even gentle movement becomes a strain. Muscle repair slows, and cramps become more frequent. But the secret weapon of the egg lies in its vitamin D content. Vitamin D helps your body absorb calcium, the mineral that drives muscle contraction. Deficiency in vitamin D doesn't just weaken bones, it paralyzes muscle efficiency. Seniors who spend less time in sunlight are
When eggs are combined with sunlight exposure, even 10 minutes of gentle morning light, the results can be dramatic. A 2022 study from the Journal of Geriatric Nutrition
found that older adults who consumed 1 to 2 eggs daily and spent 15 minutes in sunlight had a 53% reduction in leg cramps frequency within 6 weeks. This trio, spinach, beetroot, and eggs, works like a system. Each one fixes a different link in the chain. Spinach restores magnesium and potassium, preventing electrical misfires. Beetroot opens the blood vessels, allowing oxygen and minerals to reach every cell. Eggs repair the nerve-muscle connection, strengthen tissue, and regulate calcium.
The key is consistency. Muscles don't rebuild overnight. They recover gradually, day after day, as the body replenishes its stores. For most adults over 60, 6 to 7 eggs per week, 1 to 2 servings of leafy greens daily, and 1 serving of beetroot or beet juice every other day is enough to maintain balance. Hydration amplifies every effect. Without water, magnesium and potassium can't travel where they're needed. For every cup of spinach or beet consumed, drink at least 1 glass of water. Think of it as the transport system for the minerals you're feeding your muscles. There's one final insight here.
Vitamins need fats to activate. Fats need proper circulation to move through the bloodstream. Every part of this chain connects to the next. That's why the strongest results come not from isolated supplements, but from real whole foods working in harmony. For seniors, this isn't just a nutrition plan, it's a renewal. The goal isn't to stop cramps for a night, but to rebuild the body's resilience so they don't return. Let's recap the 3 foods that form the foundation. Spinach, the mineral restorer. Rich in magnesium and potassium, it relaxes tense muscles and rebalances electrolytes. Cook it for best absorption.
Your experience and opinion in the comment below. We'd love to hear them. Thanks for watching.